Good morning, everybody. I hope you have a good Friday and that you had a good week. I hope you feel okay, not too stressed. So let's continue with our mathematics. The last lesson we looked at the number of matches in a pack, and we assumed there were 80 as a mean and the standard deviation was 3. We calculated probabilities, and when you pick a matchbox at random, what's then the probability that there are between 76 matches or 82, those type of things. Now you all handed in the work, and I could see you had no issues answering the questions. So remember that because the calculation is quite straightforward using the calculator. The calculator can do other things as well. So one of them I'm going to show. And when you look back at, suppose we want to look at all the probability that the matchboxes are between 75 and 84. See, that's this particular part. Now you know now how to calculate it. Our graphical calculator can also draw it. So let me open it up. We go to second, distribution. You never use here normal PDF because that's a point on your graph. You always will use normal CDF, the cumulative part of that area. You've done that last lesson. If you look at the top of your calculator here, you see here distribution. Let's go to draw. Go to draw. I see there shade norm, mean shade the normal distribution. The other three we will be looking at a later stage. So let's draw the normal distribution. What did I say? Between 75 and 84. The mean is 80 and the standard deviation is 3. Let me see if I need to set the window. Obviously, we can see that our window here is more or less between, say, 65 up to 95. Let me set the same, 65 up to 95. And also, we are talking about a probability, let's say between 0 and 0.2. Let's see how that's going to work. And let's go back to our distribution. Going back to the draw. Need to repeat it. No problem. 75 and 84. Our mean is 80 and our standard deviation is 3. Let's draw. And look, there we have it. You can see the lower boundary is 74, the upper boundary is 84, and the area is 0.860998. So the probability that I pick a matchbox and the number of matches are between 75 and 84 is 86.1%. If you use this for an IA, the famous word, then you can copy this from your calculator and use it in your IA. And that's likely easier than using another type of graphing because it gives you a good idea what you actually are doing. So again, let's go back. Second, distribution. If you want to calculate the probability, straightforward, you use normal CDF. If you want to draw, go to shade norm. Okay, that's a bit back to what we can do. There's one more thing left that your calculator can do. And suppose I have a shading like this. But I don't know what this number is here. I don't know what the left boundary is. But I know that the percentage of this area is 65.6. So the probability that I pick a matchbox from that particular area that is shaded is 0.656. And I would like to calculate, okay, so what is the lower boundary then? So from what number am I picking here? Let me go back to the calculator. Where are we going now? We are trying to do the inverse to the normal distribution. So we don't want to calculate the probability, we have it. We want to go back. So we want to go back from the probability to a number. The inverse of the normal distribution, infinite norm. Now what do they want? Unfortunately, in this case, you will have a different screen. I don't know why mine is not doing that. So you have a screen where on the top you see the area. Now what is your area? Your area is 0.656. And that is what is given here. Then it asks you for the mean, 80. And then it asks you under that for the standard deviation, which is 3. In your case, you see on your screen the left, the center, and the right. Here I have shaded the right side. Now I'm not sure if my calculator is going to give that, if it's going to do the left, but you can just put on the right and you get your answer. Let's see what mine gives. Mine gives 81.2. Obviously, that's not true, because this 81.2 is here. Yours should give you, if you do it proper, I'm now doing it on my own calculator. It will give you 78.80. So this point is 78.8. I don't think that that calculator I have in my computer can actually do this. So let me repeat it with another example. Let's shade another part. Let's say, let me do that. Let's take this away. I'm going to shade that part. And now the calculator I'm using can actually do that. So let me look at an area that actually my calculator on my screen here can do as well. Let's say this is the left part is shaded, and what I would like to find out, if this is 79.39%, this area is given, then what is actually this number that you see here? So when I pick a box at random, how many matches are the maximum that I would expect? 79.39%, that is 0.7939 as a probability. See what the calculator can do. Distribution, oh, it's off. Let me add it on second. Distribution, the inf norm. The area is 0.7939. The mean that we are the whole time using is 80, and the standard deviation is 3. So now it will look at the left side. So in your case, here you find, hopefully, left, center, right. Click on the left. I don't have that. And we get 82.46. So this number here is 82.46. So in your calculator, on your screen here, when you do it, go back. You can put the area, remember 0 point something, the mean, the standard deviation, but here now there is an extra line, left, center, right. So if you shade on the right side, use that one. If you shade on the left side, use that one. At a certain moment, we will look at when it is the middle. I hope that's clear, because that is the last part of how we are using the calculator for the normal distribution. In the document I'll put some exercises, try them out, send them back to me, whatever way you do. And some of you send me photos of the work you've done when you want to work offsite. Some of you give me a Word document with the answers. Some of you write the answers in the document that I put. It's all fine. So I'm giving you feedback. As I said, the last time the assignments that were handed in were very well done. So I hope it will work out. I'll see you again next week. Now you won't see me. I'll talk to you again next week. Have a good weekend.